Ready or not, ready, ready or not, here I go. Can't hide you, and then yo, I play my enemies like a game of chess where I rest. No stress, no success.
What was that?
I
Oh,
don't know.
my notes were gone.
No, you guys gotta push them.
Oh, it's here
You
now.
see him?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How was your
It was good. How it sound? Sound
Mm-hmm.
okay. I know you sounded congested.
I know. I don't feel so good today.
I know. It remind me of man, it remind me of when I was feeling good not too long ago. I guess we just waiting for some people to come in.
Mm. It was good to be back to work. Though. That's the same.
Oh yeah. You sound a little how you sound? You was echoing a little bit. You turned your echo thing down.
Mm. Yeah, my could down. Mm. You already tagged me.
Yeah, I'm about to right now. Yep, I just shared it.
Yeah. Mm. I see. I see. I see.
Yeah. Kind of hot though. It's like 80 something degrees. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We just waiting for people to come in. All right, all right. We got people. Come on, click like, click share. We are talking about. We welcoming you guys back to another Sister Spill episode of the Sister Spill,
Yes.
where we
Yes.
have real conversations, real healing, and love that we try to help flow out every week. And of course, y'all know me. I'm 38. Oop, and my thing fell out. And you know, Pretty Teacher Rocks. We know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so today I think we are talking about something that is necessary for the journey of life, and that is the power of sisterhood and having a true support system. Can you guys click like, click share, share with your girls, share with your sisters. We're talking about something that we think that is really, really important. We know life, let's be real. Life gets heavy. Life can be very challenging. Whether it be breakups, career changes, um, motherhood, or even just as they say, life be life. We all need like a system. We all need someone to we was never meant to do it alone. So if we think that we can do it alone, we are sadly mistaken. We shouldn't be out here doing it alone. We should all be out here helping each other, especially as women, because I think that's another thing that me and my sister always talk about. We always talk about the support system of women and how women treat each other doing, it's with this competition, and all type of things. We know that God created us for a connection. And today we're going to talk about sisterhood, and how it can literally save your life. Um, actually be both parts, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. So we just gonna be sharing. We're gonna be talking about some good things. So if you guys can you hit the like button and can you share? Tag your friends, tag some of your friends, tag some of your girls, because we want to hear what you guys think too. Tag some of your friends, share live. We talking about sisterhood. We talking about support systems today. We're talking about a lot of different things related to having your sisters. Those of us, some people may not have sisters, but God bless them with good girlfriends. And we're gonna talk about that today. So, Liz, what you got? What any thoughts before we get started and dive into our questions? Guys, hit the like button and hit share. What happened?
Okay.
It went out. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Hit
Somebody.
like, hit like, hit share. Please hit the like button. Tag somebody in the comments. Tag somebody in the comments. Hit like,
Mhm.
hit share, please. So, sister, we're gonna start. So, what does mean to you personally? You gonna turn your thing? Do I need to turn that down? You turn yours down a little bit. You hear me? Okay.
My,
Okay. I just had an echo.
mm. Well, sisterhood to me is a community of women. Community is like a bonding of women of related things that you have things similar that you can relate to each other.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's rare. It's rare to find a good group of, to have a good. It's rare as in to have genuine,
Yeah.
genuine sisterhood. It's rare. Some people they have the sisterhood bond, but then one person talking about the other person. But a true bond of sisterhood that, hey, if I got a problem, I can tell you. I ain't got to tell the other one. I can come and tell you, and we can talk about it. We can deal with it. We can, hey, let it out, vent, and keep on. No, I can hug you, love you. Okay, then what we doing tomorrow, y'all? Call me tomorrow. I love you.
Right. Yeah. I think you made a good point. What sisterhood means to me is what you said. It's a group of women, people that you have come in contact over your lifetime that really display the attributes of like you say, being able to be a safe space, being a
Mm-hmm.
safe space, someone to be able to share intimate things about your life, intimate things you're going through, being able to know that they can hold it, that they won't, you know, uh misplace, your trust and your confidence, knowing that you can be authentically yourself, who you are, they can understand you, they can have grace and patience through the journey. That's just what I see. Um, as far as sisterhood, what it means to what it means to me personally. And I think the biggest thing is more loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, than anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys that's watching? What would you say sisterhood mean to you personally? We want to engage. We really want to engage on this topic. That's why we asking people to click like, click share, because this is an opportunity for us to learn from each other. This is an opportunity for us to express, you know, um, different things that we feel. So, um, and hey, you never know. We may bring you guys up. We get you guys to come in here. We can bring you guys up because this is just a conversation that we sit here having. And if you would like to even join the conversation, I welcome you to, we welcome you to join, to be able to join. And I can send you a link and we can come up and you can still have the conversation with us. Share the live. If you would like to come up, just hit us in the comments to even be a part of this discussion that we are having live about sisterhood, talking about our friendships and different things like that.
Absolutely. And the thing about um it's the loyalty. It's rare. Like I said, it's rare if you do find a good um group of people, a good group
Mhm.
of women that you can actually say that's loyal. You got something. You got gold, man. You didn't hit gold. You didn't hit a gold mine. Gold mine.
Yes.
Then he said deep bond
Hey,
of support.
sisters. Oh, we see our sisters on here. Now, this is what excites me because I see our sisters on here, and these are everybody that's on here now. These are women that we've had, if not my sister, if not both of us, but we have had personal conversations with, and these were safe spaces. I'm excited because it's so important, and a lot of times you don't have to live in the same. You don't have to talk all the time, but we know that we have a connection, and that when we met, it's it just was a connection, and I think
And
that came off of people being authentically themselves. Nene says um, that it's a deep bond of support, trust, and you know what? She said a good word: protection. We never look at friendship as sisterhood as protection. I really like that. I really like that she said protection. I
mhm.
really that she said protection. I see our sisters on here. I see Olia, I see Mimi. Oh man,
That's
I see a lot of sisters on here. And
mm.
this is what we want to talk about. Um, Yes, Olia. Yes, yes. She said, I was just about to say that you can have a sister that you don't talk to every day. Because when I tell you that's my sister and we don't have to talk every day, but we know what we know, what we know. You don't have
And
to
that
talk every day. Go ahead, sister.
but that's how you know you deal with a good, secure bunch of women. When you deal with a bunch of secure within themselves women, I don't have to talk to you every day, but you know there's no love lost. I was just telling one of my friends that yesterday, I think it was yesterday, and I called. She was like, "I'm so sorry. I just thought about it. I called you back." I said, "Girl, just because you didn't call me back and you forgot, I know ain't no love lost. I know you still love me. I know you're not. Oh, you're just not my friend because you forgot." Not. I said, "Girl, I understand. People have lives. People have families. People have so much going on, and I don't think." As my friends and my inner circles and my sisters, I don't feel like you don't love me because I don't hear from you every day. But I could guarantee you, if you send me something that is important and I need to show up, guess what? We gonna show up, and it's about showing up in the moments that is needed. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, showing up when it counts,
it's,
knowing the things that um you know when it counts. You when it but I should know to call you. You know what I'm saying? For whatever capacity that is. And everybody, oh, you can't hear me? Oh, can you hear me now?
hmm
Can you hear me now? Oh, okay, okay. Every time we talking about something that's gonna help. Um, so sister, and some of you guys, can you think of a time when having the right people around you, it really made all the difference?
when you going through, like when you going through, shoot, sicknesses, breakups, divorces, like job changes. I mean, pretty like I said, that's when it counts. When they can call you, they know you're going through something. They can say, "I'm just checking on you. You doing okay? How you feeling?" It's okay to feel. It's okay to feel like this. That makes a difference in the times, like you say, in the good and the bad. When the times that it count, the times that it count. You know. And even I had a friend. I got a friend, and people think like we're so opposite. But one thing I love about her, we'll go somewhere and do something. She like, no, 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 you can't do that. But she has that much love for me and tell she don't do that. She don't do that, y'all. Not her. No, she ain't do that. Oh, she'll tell me you got to stay sane. You the good one. So I need you to stay right for us. You know, and that stuff like that people don't realize means a lot in a friendship because they know who you are and they know what you stand for and they know like this not her and I'm not gonna let her take part in none of this because that ain't her. You know that makes a difference. A friend has to be aware of stuff like that and look at stuff like this. Because sometimes you think you're so much different, but you really alike in a lot of ways, you know? You
Yep.
balance
And
each other out.
that's the key. Leah said protection and loyalty is key. Do you have my back when I'm not present?
Come
That
on.
tells me
Oh,
about character than anything. You hear me?
we need to park right there. Right there.
I'm not present. Ain't
And
that
that's what
something?
integrity is doing the right thing when no one else can see. You're not my
Mhm.
sister if you're talking about me behind my back and then you try to pretend, then you get on social media, then you act like you cool with me and you really not cool with me. Why? Like that's so fake and phony. Like that's not protection. That's not protection. You're not my sister. You're not even my friend. You're my foe. You're my enemy. You're against me.
Yeah.
And
What you
yeah.
saying about me when I'm not present? What are you giving me the grace when I'm not present? You know?
Hmm.
Um, and what did and like Lauren said, when you going through a divorce, that's another one. We probably gonna have to do a segment about life after divorce, or because that's a big thing, amongst a lot of people that's my friends, along with myself. And Aaliyah said, having the right people around to you can push
Push.
you straight to your purpose. You hear
That's
me?
right. Hmm. And Celeste says sisterhood is a
And so
connection you
that's
have with a group of women who share characteristics, have sincere goals, and are there when you need them. You all support and strengthen one another.
in
Additionally,
addition to assist you in taking responsibility for your
hmm,
actions.
yep.
Oh,
And
so
that's one.
listen, you talking. I mean, you trying to come up here because you got paragraphs.
Okay. And one thing I love about friends, like I tell my friends and my sisters and my friends, I say one thing about it. If you want me to be your friend, well, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I'm gonna tell you in love, and I'm gonna tell you the truth whether you like it or not. And I hope that you're the type of friend that you're gonna tell me the same thing. I don't want no friend in my life that can't tell me the truth. But also, they need to be able to give me some love too. You know that you could be able to do both. You can tell me when I'm wrong, and you can tell me when I'm right. That's the type of friendship that I have in my life. Them the type of friends I want in my life.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that comment. I think there is a competition spirit
Where
running
you at?
around the earth with women. I put it on the screen. I think
Oh,
there's a competition spirit running around the earth with women. If that ain't the truth, I don't know what is, Lord.
and people be so jealous of you, and you don't even know why. You be like, "What you mad at me for? You loving and you're genuine, and they'll be jealous of you, and you be like, "What the heck I done did to you? Nothing. Just being who you are." And that's the spirit of jealousy because I'm not. I don't look like you, or I don't dress like you, or I don't have. But you could do anything that you put your heart and mind to do. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I don't get that when it comes to women. What is no competition. I'm there to push you, and you there to push me. I'ma stay in my lane, and you stay in your lane, and we work together. And then I can admonish you for what you do, and you can admonish me for what I do. That's what sisterhood is about. I'm not trying to be nothing. The only jealousy you should have is that godly jealousy is where I see you excelling in man. I want to excel too. What can I do? Motivate me. That's a godly jealousy that you should have. But any other, they said we tell the kids the little green monster, that other little green monster, you don't need that. You don't
Yeah.
need that at all.
Yeah, I
You need
think
that.
that um am I echoing still? I'm okay.
Oh, you good.
Am I good? Okay. I You said it right. Like when I think about my girlfriends and just the women, and even I'm just watching the people the women that's commenting, like I can have something to say about everybody on here that's genuine, and what I see and what I say is everybody is their authentic self. Everybody that I really connect with is really just the authentic self. That I don't feel that there's no competition. We don't have to be in competition. And what I've learned is that you got what you good at, I got what I'm good at. We all different shapes, we all different sizes. You know what I'm saying? We It's just what it is. We don't have to be in competition with each other. For what?
For what? We
We
can.
all different. We different, and it's okay. And that's the good part about having beautiful, confident women in your life, because you're able to let me see a perspective about something that I may not see. You may see from a different lens than I see. And then also, I think we should be responsible for helping each other heal. I
Mhm.
should not, I don't know why I'm getting emotional, because I feel like women, we do so much and not helping each other.
It's so
Why
true.
can't we help each other heal?
Hmm. Yep.
Why?
And then
We need to help each other heal, go through these processes of relationships, of mothering, these different things that sits on the compass of our heart that we can help with, you
and we
know?
pick. And some people pick and choose who they want, whose side they want to be on, instead of being on the right side, being on the true side. You ain't gotta be on my side. You ain't gotta be on that side. Just be on the right side. Like, and some people don't even realize they'll be blocking their blessings because of jealousy. You don't know who God got in your life to speak a word over you, to lay hands on you. You don't never know who may be there to be able to be a blessing to you, but you, in a spirit of jealousy, of envious, you just sitting up there just messing, and not even trying to think like, wait a minute, God, why is this person in my life? What is the purpose? People have purpose, but you don't even. Some people don't even realize what they got in their life, and they'll mess it up, and it'll go right about their life, and don't even realize God had placed people in your life to be a blessing, to be encouraged. But you won't give them a chance to love you. You won't give them a chance to be a friend to you. They'll be friendly to you, and then you'll be back doing something negative or talking behind their back, or you got a little smirk of jealousy on you, or you always got something smart to say or something negative to say. It's crazy.
I think that comes from, which made me, when I was thinking about this show today, I was thinking about the reason why it be like that is because, go back to healing. Sometimes rejection or have people not being able to walk in their authenticity. Okay, we got Lauren. She said she'll give an example. She said, she said, what did she say?
She said, "I needed,
She said,
I
I'm
needed,
gonna give an example. Okay, go ahead. Yes.
I needed women to help me navigate a divorce and having a former at the time. There are people and women that are designed to watch you fall in your valley. It's sad, but it's true. It is.
Wow. Wow. And
Yep.
you know what? It's so crazy, Lauren, that you said, sis, that you said that, because divorce is happening, the enemy will make you think that um the enemy will make you think that, okay, I add me in here now so I don't have to be clicking. So the enemy will be having you thinking like that's the worst thing ever. He will try to bring shame, make you feel shame because the situation didn't work out. And we just need to be honest with us growing up in the church and how how it looked. Yes, he'll make you think you wasn't a good wife. He'll make you feel like he'll use that as an opportunity to break you down. And if you don't have the right people around you to help you navigate the situation, you will fall into that. You will
You
fall
should.
into that. It's because it happens. We're not saying, oh, this is a thing, but the truth of the matter is it happens. Divorce happens for so many different reasons. For so many
Mhm.
different reasons. And when you were brought up like I was brought up, people stay in dysfunctional stuff
Mhm.
just because we didn't want to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Because it was such a cliche, like, oh, you better do this till you die. Shoot, yeah, because this nigga about to kill me. That's why.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm keeping it 100. Like, yeah, because he about to kill me. That's what's going on.
Mhm.
Yep, that's true. How people handle. how ministries handle divorce and single life. Absolutely.
But
It's just
you have to
go ahead.
know, you have to know one thing about it. Does if it's a marriage, if it's a relationship, if you know you did your part and you did what you had to do and you show love. I'm not saying you were perfect because nobody's perfect, but you know overall that you did right by somebody, baby. You got to stand on that. You're gonna have to stand on that because the enemy come to do what? Kill, steal, and destroy. He's the father of lies. That means anything that come to your mind that's negative, just know it's a lie. If you can't be encouraged for nothing else, just know anytime the enemy come and make you feel like I'm not a good woman, I haven't been a good sister, I have did it. Well, you know that I did this, I gave myself, I did it. It's a lie. It's a lie. He want to come and discourage us and not to want to move on and progress and heal from situations and circumstances and things that happen in our life. But he's a liar because we healed. We was already healed by the wounds of his side. We was healed.
Yeah.
Everything, every burden, every heartache, every heartbreak, every situation, we heal. Like we've already healed. We just gotta walk in it and believe and know that hey, this is only for a moment. It don't last always. The pain don't last always. The hurt don't last always. It
Yeah,
goes
and
away.
not exactly. Not saying that it don't hurt, like things is not gonna hurt. Not saying that it's not gonna hurt or nothing like that, but we have to be given a different type of strategy on how navigating this life. And we can quote the scriptures, I'm more than a conqueror through Christ Jesus. But the truth of the matter is you can talk it, but are we really ingesting it in our spirit to know I really am more than a conqueror? By his stripes I am healed. Why do we feel that we have to? I say this all the time. Why do we feel that we have to always come through struggle, hard time, um, sadness, depression, your anxiety to be able to get it, to be able to get to the point that we're like, God can do this. I
Mm-hmm.
think we have been so over time because we have watched people go through unnecessary things. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna tell you right now. If it ain't for righteousness' sake, I am not doing it.
Mm.
Only what you gonna do for Christ gonna last.
That's it.
Period. So I think that we have been told different circumstances, situations to stay in. This is just my opinion, and this is how I navigated my life, and I'm blessed that I'm not about to. If it ain't for Christ, I'm not. If it ain't for righteousness, I'm not doing
Man,
it.
and
Point blank. Period.
you have to get to that place, understand that, and to know that, and to be walking that. And the thing about it, that's where good sisterhood come in because the should be able to speak a word to you, even if hey, even if you have a sister, I have sisters that's maybe not in church as much as I am, but they can encourage me. They'll speak in a word ain't just the Bible, but they can speak an encouraging word, and they can give me even hey, you gonna make it, you got this. You know, one thing I love about a lot of my friends, I was going through some stuff. They was like, baby, you about to be a doctor. Like, what do you don't you ain't got nothing to be worried about. You don't have nothing to be upset or hurt about. Do you see where you going? Do you see how God bless you? Do you like one of my friends like, girl, you superwoman because I don't know how you do all the stuff you do and you way older than me. You know? So you have to know, and that's why sisters are important and friendships are so important because we got to encourage each other and let each other know when they're going through hard times, you can make it. And then when they have great times, we got to be standing tall with them and like patting them on their back and congratulating them and saying, baby, I'm glad you make it. I'm glad you got what you got going on. Amen. Because who want to be around a bunch of people that's going nowhere? I remember somebody said, if you're the largest person in your circle, you need to expand your circle. If you are the
Yeah.
highest person in your circle, you need to get a bigger circle. I never want to be the highest person in my circle. I want to be able to learn from this person, that person. We can learn from each other. Somebody that I can admire and I can look up to. Yeah, you and me, that's what sisterhood and bonds and friendships.
Yep. It's like you have to know and sometimes be easy on your friends because I can have we got to know what capacity your friend is in. You may serve me in this capacity, but then I may serve you in another capacity. You may this
Mhm.
at this point in time, you may be a little bit higher in this capacity, and I may be a little bit lower in this capacity. We have to be able to give each other grace. And I think that's why I love about, I can really say that my girlfriends that I grew up with, and my sister, me growing up with my girlfriends that I met when I was younger, I'm gonna be honest, they have grown me up. Our trials and tribulation has made me better for them now, and it has also made me better for the women that I have met present time. You kind of know what I mean? They have helped me present time. Like, I was talking to one of my sisters probably after the last podcast, and me and her, we just clicked. Now, we haven't talked in a long time, but I understood her and she understood me. It was no, it wasn't no nothing. It was just like we knew we connected when we met. And it's just been a connection like that. Now, we don't talk all the time, but we know, hey, that's my sister. Just like I got a sister from California. I met her through someone, but it don't matter. We just click. It's just what it is. But these are people, I'm gonna be honest, that's being their authentic self. Because I sometimes I have to ask God to help me when I come in contact with people, that I meet people and they be drawn to me, but they don't know who they are. So I be asking God to help me, because I be like, my nerves be short. I be like, they weird. What's going on with
Mhm.
them? They weird, you know.
And that's that,
But yeah,
and that's even like everything is like as sisters and as friends, everything that we go through. And that's one thing I tell people: it's a full circle. What you going through, that divorce you went through, that heartache you went through, that losing of a child you went through, that job you got fired, everything you going through, it's full circle. It wasn't for you. It was for somebody that's coming along that you're gonna have to help pull them through what you've been through, and you can give them a testimony. Hey, this is what I've been through. Hey, let me help you. This is what we, anything that going on in our life, we should take it as we got purpose. Like, God, I'm going through this, and yes, it may be having me in a place where it's like, okay, I got my sisters my back, I got this, I got, oh my God, I'm going through this. But you have to really think like, who is this for? God, I know I'm going through it, but I'm going through this because I'm gonna have to tell somebody. I'm gonna have to help another sister or somebody through this. I'm gonna have to give a testimony. I'm gonna have to let them know you can make it. So I gotta make it. I gotta make it. I gotta push through this. I gotta do what I gotta do. And like she was saying, it doesn't matter where you're friends. When you're friends, you're gonna be friends forever. If you're true friends and you are who you are authentically. I have a friend that she's Chinese and we work together and she's not here anymore. But if I go on Facebook and I click and I say, hey, I was thinking about you. I want to come on up to California. She's like, okay, let me know when. you know. But it's just that no matter, we may not talk all the time, but I think about her a lot. And then I know sometimes I see when she do pop up on Facebook, I'm like, man, I miss seeing her. I miss seeing her smile. And it's just, you're gonna be friends no matter what. Like, you're gonna always, when you are true and you are authentic and to your friendship, it doesn't matter how far you go. You can go over to Europe, to Africa, to Asia. We gonna still know that that person's your friend, no matter what.
I know I'm gonna tell a story. Am I echoing? Is that okay?
It's a little bit better. That's better.
Is that better?
Mhm.
Can you? So I'm gonna
Yes.
tell you guys a story. So this my girlfriend, and we didn't talk for some years. And when I tell you, I knew she loved me. We didn't talk for years, but our children would see each other. And so when our kids would see each other, they still would call her auntie. Our kids would call each other auntie. Nothing never changed. What that told me was that, guess what? Even though me and her wasn't talking, our kids wasn't involved. And guess what? They didn't even hear me or her talk bad about each other, because it would have gave away. It still was, hey auntie, hey auntie, hey auntie. And then when it finally God brought us back together, it was like nothing changed. Our kids still the same, nothing. And I often think about that. I'm like, wow. I'm like, nothing changed. Even though
Mhm.
we weren't talking, our kids, we weren't talking about bad about each other. Our kids were still seeing each other, calling each other auntie. It was still all right, auntie. I love you. I love you. And me and mama wasn't even talking.
Mhm.
But
And that's what
God brought us together. Was like
like nothing ever
we
happened.
nothing never happened, and we went back to the same. And she's still crazy, and
You
she
know
still
what?
made me.
And that's where a true when like even when you as friends, you're not gonna always give you're not always gonna agree on everything. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have your difference of opinions. You can agree to disagree. But true forgiveness, let me say something to you. When you love your friends and you're there, you're gonna realize when you evaluate yourself, you be like, you know what, even if they hurt you, like, you know what if it was me? You have to always put yourself in someone else's shoes. Like, what if it was me? You know, we both could have probably did something different. We probably both could have said something different. You gotta give each other grace, and you gotta give the relationship grace because if it's a true friend, that person you know ain't really did nothing grimy and dirty towards you. Like you gotta give each other grace. You have to be like, you know what, we can't let because that's what the enemy try to do. He try to come up. He want to break up relationships, friendships, sisterhoods. That's his job. Like he's on his job, y'all. Like we gotta be on our job. You know what I'm saying? We have enough power, authority to be able to not allow the enemy to come in and wreck our sisterhood, our friendship. But people
Right.
are not they're not self-sufficient within themselves and they deal with their own idiocracies to where they don't even realize what's going on. They don't even see how the enemy coming in to try to come and stop and block stuff and they don't see it and they'll allow them their own enviness in their heart to separate from people when you don't even realize that may be the person that God needs you to be by. That may be who God needs. That your blessing is usually right there.
Yep, that's
Mhm.
true. Because I'm tell you, inspired. I tell my girlfriend every time. I be like, man, she don't work. You inspire me not to work. I told you inspire me not to do a 9 to 5. You inspire me to go shoot my dream. I can do this because I don't want to do that.
And that's
And
what
she
we
knows what I'm talking about.
that is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be inspiring each other to want to be the best, to want to do the best. That's why I don't understand how people, even in relationships, families, like you see your family doing stupid stuff and you don't want them to have the best. You don't want them to be the best. I want my sisters to be the best. I want them to have the best. I want them to live the best. I want the best for them. But you know, some people think that some people think that your best is beneath you. That shows how much people think about you. Instead of you think you can have anything. You can be your best. You can be the best you that you could be. Like it's crazy. I should always want to inspire my friends, my sisters to be the best.
Mhm.
What are some
We,
characteristics of a true sister and support team? That's
we went
it.
through that. We went through that, Vernon. Look, we
You
went through that at the beginning
did
of it.
it. You like
We
coming
went
in.
when you came in late. Um, so sister, how do you maintain? Okay, so what advice you give someone who's been hurt by fake sisterhood before?
Oh, why you give me this one? Because I've been hurt by fake sisterhood.
I mean,
I
hey, talk
mean,
about it. What you got?
was
What the question is, what advice would you give someone who's been hurt by fake sisterhood before?
well, I can say. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had to be transparent. It don't feel good, and sometimes, I want to say something and snap off on them. I'm gonna be honest with you because I feel like I'm too genuine and I'm too loving to feel like that you kind of like you are fake. But the Lord told me, hold your peace. I'm gonna fight your battle. So all I can tell people, the advice I would tell people is hold your peace, pray for them, because they know not what they do. They know not what they say. So you have to pray for people because evidently they're in a place of insecurity, rejection. Okay, because if someone genuinely love you, and you're being fake to them, something's wrong with you. It's nothing wrong. That's a you problem, not a me problem. You know? So I would advise people to just pray for them. Just pray for them. And sometimes you just have to step back and let people be them. Let them. Let me tell you what, I'm reading. I told my sister she got to get this book. I finished it up. Let them. That is a good book. Let them. When you learn how to let people do them, let them. And the ending thing she said, now after I'm going to let you do you, I'm going to let them, then I'm going to let me. Then it's about, only thing I can control is what I do, my actions, how I feel, and how I choose to deal with you. You can be fake all you want to me, but I'm not going to switch up and change because you fake, because you say stuff behind my back, because you are against me and you're not for me. Hey, that's you. That's your problem, not my problem. So let them. Let them be
So
them.
I think I would say to someone, so I've been through that too. I've been through where I was really, really, I loved her. That's like my sister. Like I really, really loved her. And I'm not going to even say she was fake, but what I had to understand when the friendship separated, that that was actually a friendship that was just for a season. We talk
Exactly.
about them. You got some that's for life and you got some that's for a season. And when me and her friendship broke up, I was really hurt. And I'm gonna be honest, it was a literally, it was a godly soul. It was a friendship that broke, and we were so close, and we was together all the time. And when it happened, I really was hurt. I cried about it because I understood, but I didn't understand. But sister made a good point. What I did was, after I got over it, I began to look at myself and I began to say, what could I have done different so that I don't make the same mistake, whatever I contributed to this happening. And I really just took it as, and to allow it to help me be better, to help me be better for my friends that I have now. Um, and then another thing I've also had issues with people they was fake. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If for me being totally transparent, when you fake and I found out and I was really authentic with you, because it's just in my DNA. It's just how I am. I'm just who I am, and I'm gonna be cool and I'm gonna like you. But when I found out that you fake and you phony, oh, I'm not gonna talk to you.
Mm,
I'm just gonna tell you that's me. Now somebody else can do something different, but me, I'm not gonna talk to you. When you mess around and betray, if you betray my trust, I definitely ain't gonna talk to you. But if I find out you fake and you phony, no, I'm not talking to you no more. I'm gonna cut you off. I'm just be honest. I'm gonna
And see,
cut you off.
I'm the type,
Now,
but
go
I'm the
ahead.
type. I have to be. I have to be. I tell you I'm nice. I do. I feel like I try to be a good person. But a lot of my sisters, they tell me I'm a little abrupt. I'm blunt. But I'll be honest. I'm the type of person. If I see you, I'm gonna say something, and I'm like, God help me not to be there, because I just feel like I can't. That's just who I am. I be like, oh, so you acting funny? Oh, so you act like
Oh yeah,
I'm
that's
that type of person. But I would be ready to just go at you. And I told God, I said, if you give me an opportunity to address this, because see, I don't like that behind your back tough stuff talking, and you acting one way, and then I be running. Um, oh, so you seem like you acting a little funny, like I ain't heard from you. Is it a problem? What's going on? Are you feeling some type of way? And that's what's wrong with people. People can't be honest to just, hey, call me and talk to me. Call me if you got something really wrong or you really got some opinions on me. I can respect you better. You calling me and telling me, at least you being upfront and you're not trying to throw a rock and hide your hand. Like I tell you, God's still working on me. Cause baby, if I see you, I'm gonna be ready to
right.
talk.
Okay, so I'm gonna read some of these comments. So Nene say sisterhood is silly and natty. Mackie da da. Um, Nene say I'm so blessed for my sisterhood because baby, I'm a lot. And trust me, she's a
She
lot.
is a lot. But I love you.
A lot. But we love her. Patricia says that's where she at now. She hurt by someone who is still call her sister and she love her dearly. We truly understand, sis. My phone is still available. Patricia says whenever she calls, she's giving her space. Yes, that's good advice. Give them space. Amanda says to remain who you are and true to self with your value and morals on friendship. Don't let one friendship ruin your perspective for the rest of your friendship or future friendship.
Absolutely.
And Nene says, and she says, someone who she thought was her friend had issues with her being friends with other people to later find out she was jealous of her and tried to compete with, she talking about some trying to compete with little old me. Then she had issues that she had nothing to do with and blocked
Mm-hmm. And
them. Yeah, fuck block me.
I ain't black people blue. Hey, but you know, she made a good point. Some people will not want to talk to you because you're friends with somebody else. And that's some crazy, shady stuff right there. Like that's some
Which
petty, that's some witchcraft, that's some insecurities because I have plenty of friends that I don't have, they're not, we don't have the same friends. But if she have a get together or he has a get together, we can all, I'll still be nice to everybody. Like I don't have to be, because I'm secure in my friendship with my friends. I know my place with my friends. So I don't have no insecurity. And some people don't know how to have friends. They be jealous. They want to hog their friends. They don't want to share a friend with anybody. They're very selfish like that. And you can't be like that. You have to be able to adapt and be okay. Like your friend can have another friend. It's not you. It's okay because you don't know what purpose she serves, or you know what person. You don't know what purpose. That comes from people being insecure in who they are in their friendship and who they are in themselves. Because if you good, like that's my sister. That's my sister. We got other sisters. I know my place with my sister. I ain't jealous if she do this and this and that. No. But
I
I did.
think
I was. She didn't stay at my house because the dog was there. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Yeah, I was upset because she didn't stay at my house because the dog was there. But I
you
get it.
see how
Roxy.
she being petty on here. So let me tell y'all the story. So she got this ghetto pit bull, right? So
My girl
I'm
put.
supposed to, I had already told her, like, I'm really not for staying at your house with the dog, right? But she telling me when we get there, right? So we get to South Carolina, she telling me, oh, don't worry about it. You just give her a chip. Just give her a chip. So she wants to give the pit bull a chip so that the pit bull could like me, right? So me, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to her house. So let me tell y'all, I go to Liz's house, right? Yeah, right. I go to her house, get ready to open the door. Tell me why her pit bull come charge at the door. Why she bit my shoe?
You know Roxy love you.
She bit my shoe. I said, I couldn't even stay at her house. So that's why I ain't stay at her house.
You know
Because
Roxy had Josh jumping on the or dropping on the
she
He
was
was like,
jumping up.
"Wait a
And she want me to be comfortable with coming to her house, and she got her grand dog. That's a pit bull. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Which
Roxy
it
love
makes me think about what you said. So like my sister, me and my sister, she was my first best friend. But what I like what she said, but we both have friends. She have best friends that they like the sisters, and I have best friends who's like my sister. And I'm gonna tell you, me and her best friend lives here in Chicago. Me and her best friend hang out. Me and her best friend, we go try restaurants. We go out to eat. Okay. Now, oh, you gonna tell me so that's how you feel about little girl. Girl, don't do little girl, Kimmy. Do
Come
not
on,
do little girl.
girl. Come on. Little girl. And that's my sister cat name, little girl, okay?
Do little girl like that. You got me twisted. Don't do little girl like that. Don't come for her on social media, Kim. Don't come for her. But just like my sister came when she came back here in December, and she came to me, and you know she said, now she crazy about my best friend, ain't you? She crazy
Mm-hmm.
about my best friend, which is so crazy because she love my Kimmy. She like, no, I love her. She crazy about my best friend, but I like it because there is no competition. There is no, well, that's my sister. Well, that's my sister. Well, that's my no.
Mm-mm.
We don't do that, and I think that that's so important that just being secure of who you are. My sister got her friends, I got mine, and to be honest with you, and we'll share them. You know what I'm saying? Her friends welcome to my house, and I mean, we just all it's a sisterhood. When we all
Right.
get together, guess what we're gonna do? Liz will be here in June. I think we might have a sister spill get together. We probably have a sister spill get together. Us ladies get together. And guess what? We're gonna all hang out. It's not gonna be no, oh, well, what about it? It's not gonna be that. So
Right. Right. Right.
yeah.
And you know, one thing I love about, if anybody know as me being their friend, and I just think I'm just that person. Like I'll be sitting and listening to my friends, they be telling me them stories, and then okay. And then I had to tell one of my friends, and I love her so much, and I was like, she was going through a situation. I said, well, you got to give this person grace. I said, because she does have a right to feel the way she feels, and I know she was upset and she was angry. No, not you.
Uh,
So,
go
no,
ahead.
not you. No, not you. I said one of my friends, and she was just telling me about a situation she was going through and kind of what happened. And I know it really made her upset, and I did, and I felt for her. But then I said, well, the person that came at you like that, I get they was wrong for what they said. I said, but you got to give them grace. You got to put yourself in their shoes, like see what it how it made them feel, and maybe what you have done to her, you got to give them grace because I understand what she may have came this way, but you gotta understand where this person come from. How would you feel if you was in her shoes? So she's still hurt. I said this person is still hurt, and you gotta give them grace, or whatever, because they're still hurt and they just not over that. They're not healed from it, and you gotta understand that because if you was in that person's shoes, you'll be feeling the same way, And you gotta be able to tell your friends the truth, even when they coming and venting for something. You'd have friends that be like, Lord, they be just so wrong. It's two left shoes. You be like, they be venting. I've been in that place where I vented and I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was hurt, but the way I wanted to react to it, my sister had to tell me, no, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. And I'm like, yeah, I know we ain't gonna do that. After you can start thinking about it, like, yeah, no, I ain't gonna do that. Yeah, I know the Lord had told me that ain't what I need to do, but I just needed to get it out. That's what I wanted to do. But that's what love and that's what sisterhood does. It's gonna help, it's gonna check each other. And I'm not gonna be mad if you check me, even if it don't feel good. I know it's for my good, and I know you mean me well. When you can't correct people when they're wrong, you don't love them. If you gonna let me walk and you continue to see me walking in sin and in error and in mischief and in mess, and I can't sit you down, and I don't care if it's your sister, your brother, your mother, your cousin, your child. If I see you in wrong and you in error, and I can't sit you down and say, look, you need to get your stuff together. I love you and I want the best for you, and this ain't it. You know, but some
Yeah.
people are so caught in their own. They so jacked up. They can't help nobody else, and they'll be having so much negativity or jealousy for certain people, and then they can't even direct or gear people in the right direction because they just stupid. That's not a
So
friend. If you That's right.
yeah.
If you got me out here looking like a fool and don't say nothing, that come on, that part.
What she all the time? Huh?
You right.
She
That's
just
my
cut
best friend. That's my
that she
best friend.
all the time. Well, I love her though.
Let
So
me tell
say
you what.
let's well, go ahead, sis.
I'm gonna tell you what. If let me tell you, I love this friend right here. Let me tell you about this, my Nene. I ain't gotta ever be messy because she gonna be messy for me. She is the president of the petty committee. I ain't gotta do nothing. I ain't gotta say nothing. She will say it and do it all for me. Oh no, I got this. No, you good. You good. I do this. That's my friend right there now. That's it. That's the true one right there.
All right.
And she gonna ride and die with you. I'm telling you.
Mhm. Yeah. What would you so how do you personally maintain strong friendship, especially when life gets busy? And we all busy. I say make time.
Okay.
I say you make time for what you want. And one thing I gotta do is make time. I learned that making time, and I'm gonna be honest, I love spending time with my sisters. I love spending time with my girls. My girls is my sisters. I love going up to my girlfriend house because she always cooking. I love coming to my sister house because she gonna cook. Cause see, I'm always the cook. But I love going to just being able to chill. I think I went over my girlfriend house probably one of my girlfriend's house probably a week or so ago. I stayed over there all day. And when I tell you it was just pleasant, I was chilling. Just it was nothing. But it was just I was just enjoying, even I'm excited when you come or like when me and Nene go. We just be doing. Yes. Oh yeah. So let me tell y'all about this other story real quick. So I don't know what is it with me and these animals. Now I have a cat, so I don't know what the issue is. But anyway, I go to Nene's house after we go out to eat, right? So she got a cat, so I'm not tripping. I'm like, she got a cat, cool, whatever. So I goes to her house door. She got a cat. Oh my God. I said the blood of Jesus. Why she got a baby tiger?
That's our tiger nephew.
Why Eli is a tiger? I said, who cat? That's a tiger. That's not a cat. And he sniffing around, looking around, and doing all this other type of stuff. I was literally a little nervous. I said, because my cat is small, but she got this big tiger cat. And you talking about come? I said, okay, yeah, you and Liz is best friends because you want me to come in there with her little crazy ghetto dog. Then you want me to come in here with little nephew Eli. And he looked like a lion. I mean, he looked like he weighed more than me. I'm like, is this legal for you to have him in this condo? Is this legal? But anyway, but
Yeah, that's our
anyway,
nephew.
look, but anyway, that's my little nephew Eli. But anyway, like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's a beast. He cute though.
I know we getting close to the close, and we thank everybody for coming in. So we're gonna go out with talking about um if you could describe your sisterhood vibe in 3 words, can y'all tell us what would they be? If you could describe your sisterhood vibe in 3 words, what would they be? Sister.
So my sisterhood vibe. So is what how I come off to my sisters? Is my vibe that I bring to the table? Is it the vibe I bring to the table?
Girl, why you gotta be all
So the
uh,
vibe, my is it me bringing to what I bring to my sisterhood vibe?
your sisterhood vibe in 3 words? What would it be? Yes,
For me,
yes.
fun, a little
Huh?
bougie. I said fun, a little
Mm-hmm.
bougie, fun, a little bougie, and loving. And loving. I'm a giver too. That's 4 words. She
Yes.
said three.
I would
Following.
say loyalty. I would say um loving. I would say loving, and I would say truth. Truth. That would be my sisterhood vibe. Okay, so let's see what some of our sisters on here what they vibe would be. So Nene says, "Oh, she's talking about her cat eat 3 meals a day. Let him live his life." I know, right? Nene says loyalty, trust, and honest. Amanda say fun, team, loyalty. What else some people got? What else y'all got? I know we got a few more people on here. What else you guys got?
Mm-hmm. Fun, team, loyalty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all excuse my coughing. This. Oh, you got it.
What would y'all say? 3. We got about actually we got a few up. Kim says loving, trust, and support. Yes, and she's all of those.
Yeah.
She's all of those.
Being able to
Oh,
laugh. Oh, we already know
yeah, we know. Laugh, eat, and shop.
that she could do. We all do that well.
Now soon I'm gonna be blaming Kim. She's the reason why I believe I can fly on Friday. Kim, the reason I believe I can fly starting Friday.
Fly.
I can fly. She
Fly.
the reason. Okay, well, we thank you guys for coming in. Next week, we will actually have the show we're supposed to have today, the Sister Spiel and the Brothers Pour Hour next Monday. We thank you guys for joining in. Click like, click share, share the live. We appreciate you guys coming in and having this conversation. Soon, hopefully next season, we're going to start bringing up different guests to come up and like have a conversation
I
live.
can't
She
stand
say, I'm
like,
done. We
I'm done.
appreciate you guys. We thank you all for coming in, and we are saying good night from the sisters. Thank you.
Ready or not.